Hello, friends. We welcome you into Hall High School as we get set for the Titans pregame show here on WHCI. It should be a good one here. Anthony Altamirano with you as we get set for the Blue Knights and the Titans. Season Titans 3-0 start the season for the first time since 2021. Meanwhile, Southington starting back-to-back wins in their 2026 campaign. The Titans also coming in pretty hot, 8-game win streak dating back to last season So we'll see what each team has in store. The Blue Knights of Southington. Alex Rebor is on the mound for the Titans, and this off of 3 straight wins to start the season. They start the season 3-0 for the first time since the 2000 campaign. And they started that year 5-0. This one is popped up. And to field it will be a foul ball. So should have brought my glove today. That one fouled off. We'll get you the batting lineup for the Blue Knights. Started off is Connor Lentini, the right fielder, batting right. And followed by him is Kelly out in center field, batting second. Zigma, the 3-hole hitter, batting third and playing third. And the cleanup spot for the Blue Knights, a shortstop of Fort, followed by the catcher, Pierce. He'll be calling the game from behind the plate. And brings in Zielinski at second, followed by Aarons, who's playing left, and Swatala, who will be playing first base. And then it's the designated hitter Davies to round out the batting order for the Blue Knights. That one is upstairs, so the first batter is walked. Checks on the runner at first, nothing doing here. Lentini leads off first. Rebores the pitch. Oh, that one inside, nearly gets, and that's going to be behind the backstop. Lentini's going to go for second. Now he's going for as the call is safe, so he'll grab 2 bags on the wild pitch. Lentini showing off the speed from the leadoff hitter. Jimmy Alerte behind the plate for the Titans in this game. This one is swung on and hit pretty well out to right center field. That one gets down. The Blue Knights will pick up a run off that one as Kelly gets in there safely at second. It is an RBI double. The first run of the ball game for Southington. They pick up a 1-0 lead early on. Up to the plate, it'll be Zigma. Runner in scoring position with nobody gone here. This one is swung on, fouled off. Zigma A.G. Southington. Rebor sets the pitch. That one in there, a called strike. Rebor's and the Titans looking for their first out of the ball game here. Pitcher sets the 0-2. This one is grounded to third, toss to first. It hits the dirt and bounces. Oh, the toss to Panarella is, they're going to say he's off the bag. I don't believe it. They're going to say Matt Panarella was off the bag. Batter from second moves to third. Runners on the corner. And after review from the home plate umpire, they're going to call him out. Bring up the cleanup hitter. Get the keys to the game for the Titans today. Well, you look at this one, and it's been rolling dating back to last season, 8 straight wins. They've really been good championship last season, so there's a little something there. Feels like whoever settles in first probably is going to grab control. And then winning first pitch, this one is going to be one of those games where getting ahead in the count might quietly decide a lot of at-bats. You get a 0-1, and now you're in control, and both teams have been sharp. Hall limiting damage. Southington bounces off the glove of the second baseman for a base knock. That'll score a run, too. You got to take advantage. A walk, an error, a pitch left up. That might be the difference. Both of these to call him safe. Runner Kelly on third. And now Southington leads it as that one is swung. That one just upstairs, misses the zone. This defensive alignment, you got Hussey, Nyman, and Sauer from left to right. And then from left to right in the infield, it's Sharkey, Gertner, Hanawalt, Panarella. Behind home plate is James Alerte. Calling down for Hall. This one is popped up, foul territory. Over on the first, the payoff pitch from Rebors. This one is popped up. Hanawalt calls for it, and he makes the grab for the second out. Good communication there from the middle infield duo, Gertner and Hanawalt. True veterans on this team. So Pierce pops out. That'll bring up Zielinski. Pitch. One up and out for a ball. 1-0. Mitchell Zielinski, the senior, batting right. That one in there, a strike. 1-1 now to Zielinski. Stop the bleeding here. The pitch. That one just outside, a ball. 2-1 now. Well, coming into this game, it was pretty evident that both teams score and at high rates, two of the best in the CCC, and some would probably argue the two best in the CCC, as this one is hit right back to Rebors. Toss to Panarella is in time, so they get out of it. We have the Zielinski ground out, but not before the Blue Knights strike first. They're up 2-0. We've played a half inning. We head to the home half of the first. You're watching WHCI. Now back here on WHCI as we get set for the home half of the first. Luke Brazo, the junior southpaw on the hill for Southington. As Jeff Nyman will lead it off for Nick Sanford's side. Nyman, a junior center fielder. He bats left and throws right. Nyman was one of the starters last season for Sanford's side as he swings on a drop third strike. Toss to first is off target. I can't believe it. That sails into the outfield. Nyman's going to cruise to second on the air. So that'll be an error on Pierce. Mark it an E2 if you're scoring at home. And that's the first error of the ball game for Southington. Well, that'll bring up Josh Gertner. 2-0 hitter, and looks like Tommy Hussey on deck right now. Then followed by Max Hanawalt and the designated hitter Quinn O'Neill, and Matt Panarella, Lou Sauer, and James Alerte as Sharkey. He'll be in that cleanup spot as mentioned, but Nyman will steal third in the meantime, folks. Nyman aboard with a stolen bag. And now a runner on third. That one outside for Gertner, so he'll walk. So after the reached on air, it'll be a walk, and Titans quickly got two aboard here with nobody out. That could be a dangerous spot too. These Titans know how to score, especially at home. They are very comfortable here, and that'll bring up Tommy Hussey, the 3-hole hitter. Batting right and playing left today. Hussey's been known to go yard in past. As he looks at a strike to start off his count 0-1. Brazo sets the pitch. Runner goes, called strike. Throw to second is not going to be in time. And Gertner's in there with a stolen bag. These Titans run. Yes, they do. Now 2 runners in scoring position with nobody away, and the Titans are putting on the pressure. Pitch, check swing, fouls it off. This might be playable. It ends up sailing out of play. It was a low pitch there. Hussey thought about going down and after it, but mid-swing decided not to go. Pitch to him here now. Full-on commits on this one and ends up striking out. So first out of the ball game for Southington there comes via the strikeout. Well, that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Kyle Sharkey. Plays the hot corner for the Titans. That one inside. 1-0. This is a really good spot for Hall as they look to strike early and get back in this one. Down 2-0 right now for those just tuning in. And one away here. That one is in there for a strike. Sharkey, another one of the returning starters for Nick Sanford's side. He's a junior this season, and he's pretty versatile. He'll play anywhere in the outfield. He'll play second. He'll play third, which he's doing today. Swings and fouls that one off, but he also pitches. He bats right and throws right. We had a chance to ask him what the best part of his game was coming into the season, and he told me the best part of his game is his speed and his athleticism. Pitch to him, fouls this one off. Sharkey with 2 runners on and only 1 away here. The pitch to him. Ooh, that one outside. Job behind the plate, goes out and grabs it before it finds itself going back to the backstop. That would have been trouble. Prazo sets the pitch. That one is also off target. Can't find the zone on that one. Taking a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Knights. It's from left to right, Herons, Kelly, and Lentini out there in the outfield. And then in the infield, it's Zigma, Lafort, Zielinski, and Swatala. So this one is fouled off, not playable. That'll find its way into the adjacent lacrosse practice field. Behind the plate is Pierce and his battery mate Luke Prazo on the hill for the Blue Knights. The southpaw. Pitch. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts for the junior lefty. So he binds his way back in, but that'll bring up Max Hannawalt, second baseman. Hannawalt, a junior this season. He was a sophomore starter last season. He can play anywhere in the infield, and he finds himself on the hill as well. Bats right, throws right. The pitch to him. Fouls this one off. We asked Hannawalt what the best part of his game was entering the season, and he told me staying mentally composed and confident. It's going to be key for him this season. Something he's been working on in the offseason is being a leader and keeping runners close on base. We haven't seen Hannawalt on the hill this season at home as he fouls this one off. But I don't anticipate that to be something that goes on long. We saw him many times here at Hall High School on the hill for Nick Sanford. The pitch. That one upstairs, a ball. Runners on second and third, 2 gone here in the home half of the first. Prazo sets the pitch. This one is swung on and hit right to short. Toss to first, it bounces. Oh, he's safe. This is going to go past the first baseman, and it'll end up scoring 2 runs, so we are starting over. That the second error for the Blue Knights in this inning. 1 from behind the plate and now 1 from shortstop. So Hannawalt reaches on air, and that'll bring up the senior Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill, a 3-sport athlete. He swims in the winter and plays football in the fall. Pitch to him. Looks out a strike. O'Neill was somebody you could find behind the plate in the last home game for the Titans. Played catcher in his last game. So that's in there for a strike. Quickly 0-2 to him now. Titans are a real good team in 0-2 counts. They frequently find themselves to be on the more patient side. And I'm not going to say they don't strike out. Nobody's perfect, but they do find themselves fighting back in counts as O'Neill stays alive there with the foul ball. And that's something that Sanford and the other coaches on the Titans side got to work on in practice. You know, I can't imagine what the practices are like. I'm sure he preaches patience all the time as he fouls this one off again. 0-2 still the count. But you got to say it works out. This is a fun group to watch day in and day out. They're very patient. They're fast. They're very athletic. And they find a way to make contact frequently. Brazo sets the pitch. Handelwald's going to go. Swung on a miss. That actually will hit the catcher as well. I'm not going to say it hit his bat. They might talk about this. Yeah, so they're going to say he fouled it off. Must have tipped his bat. They ended up hitting the catcher, too. That's why you wear the protective gear, folks. Handelwald leads off first. The pitch from Brazo. That one in there, a strike. So they get O'Neill looking. So a couple errors, a couple runs for the Titans. No hits, but 2-2 your score. We've played one. Take a break, come back with the top of the second. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the second inning here. Tie game 2-2 if you're just joining us. Some offense early on as Rebor's on the mound for the Titans. They're going to say this hit him, so Southington starting off with a hit by pitch in a game that could be a little chippy here. Two of the CCC's best fighting it out here. Both teams coming into this one undefeated. Southington only played 2 games up to this point. This is their third, 2-0 on their record. And for Hall, they are 3-0. That'll bring up Swatala Herons on first. Okay, check on the runner there. They call him safe. And so Hall able to score on a couple of errors in the last half inning, tie the game back up. So that one is upstairs a ball. The Titans looking to cruise here as they got a tough schedule this season. as assistant coach Rick Sanford put in no cupcakes on the schedule. His words. They got a real tough one here. The CCC champs here today, and they played Maloney at home last time out. An away game in between that. They also won that one. We'll play Newington on Monday as well coming up as the Nor'easters come to Hall. Runner will go, call a strike, toss to second is not in time. He gets the stolen bag. Aarons with the steal for the Blue Knights. Rebor sets the pitch. That one gets past. The runner, Aarons, is going to run all the way to third on this one. Call that the wild pitch. Those scoring at home. Rebor is looking to get the out here. Now a runner on third. Still nobody gone. Checks on his runner over at third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. Gets the punch out. A big one there. Rebors looks to settle in. That'll help his confidence. That'll bring up Davies, the DH. We take a look at the Titans, who look to start their season 4-0. First time since 2021. They started 5-0 that year. You see in the drop note, the game that they lost that season was against this very team by a score of 6-3. And so Titans look to avoid a repeat of history here in a loss. They will look to hopefully win this time around. And Rebor's the man in the hill with the challenge ahead of him to try and get the win as he gets the swing and a miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Rebors. Oh, man, he looks like he's settling in, and that is a dangerous look, too. That is something to worry about. Hall has got great pitching, and when their pitchers settle in, oh, man, is it trouble. If I'm the Blue Knights, I do not want to let him get any more settled than he could be right now. Little hiccup in the first. On the other side of things, Titans look to get out of this without allowing a run here. We're on third with two gone here. That one a wild pitch. Runner's going to break for the plate, and he'll end up scoring off the wild pitch. So the Titans now lead it by, or the Titans now trailing by a run, I should say. The Blue Knights up 3-2 now. And this was one of those games that, you know, looking at it when I was preparing for this game, I really couldn't tell if this was going to be a pitcher's duel type of game or if this was going to be a big scoring game. And you really can't tell with these teams. These teams are great at both. Both of them are known for pitching and for offense this season and last season. So it's really tough when you're looking at this game to see how this one was going to turn out. Up to this point, as this one has popped up, Gertner there in center field. He ends up running out there to center to make the grab for the out. So the Titans end up trailing as Southington picks up a run off the wild pitch. They lead it 3-2. We've played 1.5. Back here on WHCI as Matt Panarello steps in, the righty first baseman. And Luke Prazzo still out there on the hill for Southington as they have a 3-2 lead he's working with. Meanwhile, Panarello and the rest of the Titans looking to get back into this one. Daniel Altamirano here on the call. We're very excited to be with you on this breezy Friday afternoon here in West Hartford. They call it Baseball Night in America, folks. Baseball afternoon, though. Can we call it baseball afternoon today? I think we can. Baseball afternoon in America. That's what it is today. A nice, closer to 4 o'clock start, actually. It was supposed to be 3:45, but it ended up being closer to 4 as this one is swung on and missed. Panarello goes down with a swing and a miss there. Looks to get a hit here, though. Bounce back in the count. Chops this one foul. Yeah, nicer day today than it was. It was pretty chilly yesterday, actually. And it's really warmed up. You never can tell with New England how it's going to be. It is windy, though. This one is popped up, foul territory. Everybody's going for it. Catcher's going to call for it. It ends up dropping. Oh, and then did this land fair is what they're trying to say. First base coach for the Titans trying to say that this landed fair. They're going to review it, folks. Oh, they're going to review this one. He would be safe. I think from my view, I thought it landed just fair on the other side of that line. Catcher Pierce tried to go for it. Scott LaRock thought he saw a fair ball there. They're going to call foul. So Panarello will do it again. Well, I thought it was fair, but that's why I'm over here calling the game. I'm not enough. This one swung on, this time into the outfield, shallow right. Center fielder comes all the way out over to right field in shallow territory to make the grab for the first out. Well, that'll bring up Lou Sauer, the right fielder. This one is in there for a strike. As we got the ice cream truck right behind me. I can hear the music playing. Check swing there from Sauer. Did he go? He did. Boy, the ice cream truck, that's pretty bold, I think, on a day like today. It's still pretty windy. Anybody up for a cone here in the ballpark? Here he comes. It's hilarious. I think this is the first time. My second season calling Hall baseball, folks. And this is, I think, the first time that I have ever seen an ice cream truck come mid-game as Sauer will strike out there. Boy, he's really attempting to go up that hill. Man, don't let the product spill over, buddy. Wow. We got a little off track there. That's all right, folks. That's what baseball's all about, baby. James Alerte, the batter here, with 2 gone here. And nobody on. It'll be up 1-1 now. On a ball as well as we take a look at Hall. Titans outscoring their opponents. Over the last 9 games, they have outscored their opponents 95-25. That is entering today. That is regular season only, and that dates back all the way to last season. A pretty crazy margin, if you ask me, as Alerte draws the walk there. And 95-25, that is a pretty crazy margin. I mean, that's insane. That's a difference of 70. Brings back the top of the order in Jeff Nyman. I mean, a 70 run differential, folks. That speaks to both sides, the offense and the defense. Nyman with a chance to tie the game here for the Titans. Runner on first, 2 gone here. Prazo checks the runner on first. Toss. Was in there for a strike. Checks the runner on first. He's going to go. Swing and a miss is a strike to end the inning. So Prazo gets out of it. Leaves a runner stranded. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the 3rd. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI as we get set for the 3rd inning here. And the Titans down by 1 here. 3-2 as we start back-to-back half innings with a hit by pitch for the Blue Knights. Batting is Zigma. Checks on the runner at first. He is going to be safe. Dominic Zigma, the batter here, as he hits this one pretty well to Hussey. Gets down. It'll be a base knock. So one on one and another on second. Two on, nobody out here. One low, a ball. Mason LaFort, the four-hole hitter, shortstop. That one is upstairs. Two on and nobody gone here. Ice cream truck coming back for seconds as well. I don't really know if anybody got firsts. That one will be a ball. He's trying, though. Pulling back up around. Somebody should tell him he's got to move his operation into the ballpark. That one is upstairs, so they'll walk him. Now the bases are loaded with Blue Knights. That'll bring up the senior Max Pierce. He's going to hit this one into right field. Sauer tracking it down. Is going to be in there for the out, but it'll be a sacrifice. Scores the run from third. And now Southington up by 2 runs here. Bring up Mitchell Zielinski. Second baseman batting right. And 2 runners on and 1 gone here as he hits this one over the head of the third baseman, and it'll get down. That'll score a run, maybe 2. They're going to get it in. That'll be a RBI double for him. Blue Knights now find themselves in a good spot here. That one is upstairs. 1-0. Ethan Herron's the batter here, the sophomore, batting left. Plays left field as well. He grounds this one, looks like foul. They're going to call it fair. Wow. And after the initial fair call, they're going to mark it foul. That was really close. LaRock was really vocal about that one as well. Made sure from the dugout point that one out, and then the first base coach for Southington was pointing at it too, trying to say, hey, this is fair. Umpires, though, not budging. The bunt, toss to home. They're going to call him safe. Now they're going to send the other runner home, and he's going to get in. So he reaches on the fielder's choice and advances to second on the same play. They score 2 more, now 7-2. Here comes the skipper to talk to Rebors. This might be it for him this afternoon. This is a big game, too, and they want to win as many as they can. And, yep, that'll do it for Rebors on his afternoon. So we'll have a pitching change, and we'll tell you all about it when we come back. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the skipper himself, Nick Sanford. In his third season coaching the Titans, he's a Hall alum himself. An all-state shortstop, a first-team all-state shortstop. Excuse me, I should get that right for the skip. In his senior season, he had .470 with a .623 on-base percentage and 31 hits. Brought in 19 runs, a three-time All-CCC West selection, and a 2010 team MVP. He went on to play Division I baseball at University of Massachusetts Amherst. That the skipper for the Titans, Nick Sanford, and a Class A gentleman. We've had a few times we've had the chance to speak with him here on WHCI, and he is just about as nice as it gets. Swing and a miss here. Runner will go and advance on that play. The pitcher on the hill for Nick Sanford's side will be Finn Nelson, the senior. We saw him against Maloney here at Hall. He came in and pitched some relief for Grant Davidson. They were able to pick up the victory there against the Spartans. He'll have the task of holding off this Blue Knights lineup so the Titans can try and get back into this one, as this one fouled off. Of course, the Titans and Blue Knights coming in this one undefeated on the season. They come into this one with pretty good winning in their last 10 each. Well, somebody's got to stop their winning ways, and we'll find out who today. That one in the dirt. They're going to send the runner home. Might not be a good decision. Nelson tries to get there. The runner is going to be in. Nelson couldn't get the tag off just in time. Now 8-2. For those scoring at home, that'll be an earned run for Rebors. As Nelson will come into relief, so he was not charged with that one. Nelson, a pitcher, but he also can play middle infield. He throws and bats right. He has got a 4-pitch repertoire, a 4-seam, 2-seam fastball, and then he also has a changeup and a curveball. Those are the 4 pitches he's able to toss. So he walks the batter here. And that'll bring up the designated hitter for the Blue Knights, Kevin Davies, the junior. Davies looking to extend this lead that they are building up. One in there, strike. Nelson checks on the runner at first. The toss is outside. Nelson says the best part of his game is pitching, and he worked on control and location of those pitches in the offseason. We get a first-hand look at his offseason work here today. Toss to first, nothing going on. We, of course, had a sneak preview of that work against Maloney on Monday. That one fouled off. Back behind the plate. Nelson looking to get out of it here. Pitch. Going in the dirt, so it'll be a walk. 2 on now. Well, that'll bring up the top of the order for the Blue Knights. And Connor Lentini, the right fielder. Lentini looks at a strike there as there's 2 runners on here. It's a good spot for Southington to try to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Nelson trying to shut them down as the Titans look to try to get back into this one. This one is grounded back to Nelson, tossed to second for 1, tossed to first. They're going to call him safe on the fielder's choice. Looks by just a step. But Nelson gets the force at second, so that'll help him a little bit. Brings up the junior center fielder, Drew Kelly. Nelson checks on third and first. The pitch. It'll be away for a ball. Lentini goes. This one fouled off, so he'll have to come back. Switala on third, Lentini on first. With 2 gone here in the top of the third. Nelson the pitch, Lentini goes again. Alerte couldn't get a hold of this one. Gertner signals to hold the ball, so they'll just eat it, and Lentini will get in there with a stolen bag. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Southington. Nelson checks on his runners, the pitch. One in there, a strike. 2-2 now to him. Nelson sets the pitch. That one inside, he's able to hit that into the outfield. Nobody's able to get it. Hussey will pick it up, throw it to second. Oh, it gets away on the slide, so he'll advance to third. That'll be a double, and they'll advance on the same play. For those scoring at home, Southington now up 10-2. Dominic Zigmont, the junior, now up to bat. So a runner on third, 2 gone here. Blue Knights up by 8 here in the top of the third. That's going to hit him. Now, runners are on the corners with 2 gone. That'll bring up Mason LaForte. So the runner will go. And now runners on second and third with two gone here. Swung on and missed for the strike. This one is hit. Gets by. That'll score another pair of runs. 2 RBI single. Now they lead by double digits. We're going to have a mound visit here for Nick Sanford's side. And the Titans down by 10 here. The Titans didn't allow any team last season to score double-digit runs. They haven't allowed any team to score double-digit runs this season. The last time that a team scored 10 or more runs on the Hall Titans, home or away, was the Southington Blue Knights on May the 9th of the 2024 season. That was a 10-0 shutout of Hall, and it marks the last time that Hall has allowed double-digit runs to be scored on them in the regular season. Does not include tournament play, so it's been almost 2 years since we've seen something like this. We'll have a new pitcher on the mound, so we'll leave you with that nugget, and we'll come back very shortly after the break. Back here on WHCI as Matt Lebrecht, the senior righty, was on the hill now, the second reliever that Nick Sanford has used in the third pitcher this inning. We started with Alex Rebors, the starter, and then he was relieved by Finn Nelson, and he was relieved by Matt Lebrecht. So the third pitcher here for the Titans, as this one is swung on, hit deep to left field. Hussey there on the run, but it is going to be a foul ball. So there's 1 on, 2 out in a 12-2 ball game. The pitch, this one is chopped, foul, weakly on the third base side. Lebrecht sets. Runner goes. Pitch is outside a ball. Toss to second is off target. And Hannawalt with an incredible dive to save that from sailing into the outfield. Good play there from Hannawalt. The runner is going to be safe. But he just saved them. That would have been an error, and I'll bet that runner would have gone to third. Now runner in scoring position, 2 gone here. Lebrecht getting set to toss to Pierce. Runner goes, this one fouled off, so he's going to have to retreat back to second. Lebrecht checks the runner on second. The toss to the plate. Upstairs, the runner's going to go, and they're going to catch him. He is caught in no man's land, and they got him. So the Titans finally find a way out of this inning. 12-2, the Blue Knights up big. We head to the home half of the third. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the Titans and what they did last season. These are some numbers that give hope, hopefully, to the newer fans here. They scored 91 runs last season at home. They were very, very electric at this field last season, and so far they've been pretty good this season on both the home and road sides. So we'll see what they can do. They won 9 home games, only lost 1 last year. That was to Farmington and the Riverhawks. So we'll see what they can do here in this inning as the shortstop, Josh Gertner, will lead us off. Well, they visit on the mound right now. The Titans down, but not out. We've seen bigger comebacks from really the Titans and any team. This is a game of inches, and we'll see how the Titans can play to that. This is a team that when they're down, they know that they're never out. Don't ever count out this team. The pitch in there for a strike. So he gets Gertner with the backwards K. This will bring up the left fielder, Tommy Hussey. Hussey, a big power bat for the Titans. Looks at a ball on the outside. Brazo the pitch. Be in there for a strike. 1-1 now. Hussey is senior outfielder. He plays left field today. He's a righty thrower and a righty hitter. He fouls this one off. Hussey, when asked what his best part of his game is at the beginning of the season, he told us his ability to produce with runners on. So he hits this one a little off, but he's able to stay on the bag with the dive. So he was able to stay on first base with the bottom of his cleat as he gets Hussey out on the ground out. This will be Kyle Sharkey now, the cleanup hitter and third baseman for the Titans. Looks at a strike. 0-1 now. One and one. The pitch. One low. You get 2-1 now. Titans were able to take down the Blue Knights here at home last season. They beat them 11-6. As Sharkey gets all of this one deep to center field, over the head of the center fielder going for the play. Sharkey is going to stay at second. Thought about going for 3. Wow, he really got all of that one. A good piece of hitting there from the cleanup hitter. And that brings up Max Hannawalt, the second baseman and righty hitter. Hannawalt, a junior pitcher and infielder, looks at a strike. So he hits this one foul. Well, we asked Hanawalt many questions in the preseason. One of them was who his most underrated player on the team is as he looks at a ball. And I'll tell you what he said. Most underrated player on the team, in his opinion, the man standing on second base right now, Kyle Sharkey. Yeah, that's right. He said Kyle Sharkey is the most underrated player on the team. So he leads off second, looks at a ball. And I would say Kyle is definitely an underrated player. I don't know who would be the most in my opinion, but that one gets Hanawalt. Ouch. Well, he'll take the free pass rather painfully, I should say. Yeah, we're going to have a visit on the mound. Southington does not want to play any type of games with this Titans lineup. They are up big, but they know the capabilities that this Titans team has on the offensive side of things. This is a team that definitely did their homework. Titans at any moment can explode for an offensive onslaught. We've seen it many times. Saw multiple times last season where they scored double-digit runs in a single inning. Well, Sharkey on second and Hanawalt on first. Well, that'll bring up the designated hitter, Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill, the senior, plays third base and the outfield. Today he is playing designated hitter. Checks on Sharkey at second, nothing doing. O'Neill throws right and bats right. And in his opinion, when asked who the most underrated player is, he would say Max Hanawalt. Swings and misses at down for the strike. The pitch. O'Neill rips this one into center field. That one does not get down. It lands into the glove of the right fielder for the out. So the Titans leave a couple on base. They're down but not out. We've played 3. Southington leads it 12-2. Back here on WHCI as we take a look at the Southington Blue Knights' upcoming schedule. Well, they're playing Hall right now, but coming up they have a 3-game road stand to continue. They're on the road now. They'll continue that. They go to Weathersfield on April the 13th, 3:45 first pitch. And then they have a couple of weird starts rather unnatural starts, I should say. They'll play South Windsor at 4:30 in the afternoon, and then they'll turn around and play Immaculate at 1 Eastern. It's followed by their first home game in a while against Avon at 4 p.m. They go back on the road to play Berlin at 6:30, and then they come back for a couple of home games against Rocky Hill and Granby Memorial. Go back on the road against Middletown, come back home against Platt, and then go to Meriden and play the other side of Meriden baseball in Maloney, who we saw last time here at Hall. Titans took on Maloney and were able to hold off the Spartans with a narrow victory as they look to get back into this one. Matt LeBrecq still out there on the hill for the Titans. This one is popped up right field. Sauer eyes it down, gets there for the play. So after the flyout, that's quickly one down here for the Titans here in the top of the fourth. LeBrecq the pitch. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 now. LeBrecq, a tough task here trying to hold off these Blue Knights whose bats have been very awake today. The product of 12 runs who have come across the score for Southington. LeBrecq comes in and will look to fend them off. As the wind picks up here, the pitch. One outside, a ball. Alerte behind the plate, able to corral that. He's a catcher. He plays third also. He bats right, throws right. And Alerte says that, in his opinion, the team leader is Grant Davidson, who we were able to see last time on the hill for Nick Sanford's side. He started in the win against Maloney. This one is popped up, foul territory. And that'll end up going sailing over our heads. That's the second time Southington has hit in our area. And looking at my producer now, David Trella, and I'm going to say to him, I think we should bring gloves next time. I'll bring the baseball glove. Last time Panarella tried to come and save us, but this time, no, went way out of play. Folks, if you're in the area, I'd say come on down and bring a glove. You'll need it. These balls do not stay inside the ballpark here at Hall. This one is swung on and hit to left field. Hussey's going to track this one down. Well, that ends up going out for a home run. So a solo shot here will extend the lead now 13-2. That's the first long ball we've seen of the season here at Hall, and it comes from the road visiting Southington Blue Knights. So that'll bring up the left fielder for the Blue Knights. And the Herons. Herons plays left field and bats on the left side. After the Mitchell Zielinski home run. Herons looks at a ball on the inside. pitch from Lebrecht. And Herons hits this one into the outfield. Chasing it is the center fielder who was there to make the grab. So nice diving play there. From the center fielder, Jeff Nyman. So we will have a pinch hitter. It was supposed to be Swatala, and it'll instead be Jack DeNorfia, the junior. So Southington puts a pinch hitter up to the plate. Pitch from Lebrecht is going to be no good, a ball. 1-0. Southington 8-2 entering today in their last 10 regular season games. They look to go 9 for 2 in their last 11. If they score holds here, as looks like Hall will pick up a couple extra fans courtesy of the JV squad, who's finished up their game and is moving over to the home bench. Cheer on their varsity squad. And they're setting up camp just to the left of the batting cage and to the right of the line of parents over in deep left field. These two teams very familiar with each other. They played in the CCC championship game last season at Muzzy Field in Bristol. That one, Southington picked up the victory there to win the CCC championship last season. And Jack DeNorfia here looking to get something going for Southington. Grounds this one back towards Lebrecht, gets past him. Gertner picks it up, toss to first is in time for the out. So Gertner gets it. The long ball shows up in the top of the fourth, courtesy of Mitchell Zielinski. They extend the lead now 13-2. Played 3.5. We head to the bottom half of the fourth. Titans baseball presented by WHCI. Additional games, highlights, and community programming from WHCI are available through the station's YouTube channel with the at WHCI, extending local baseball coverage well beyond the ballpark. Back here for the home half of the fourth as we get ready for more Titans baseball here in West Hartford. Titans down but not out, 13-2 the score here. Southington leads it. Be Tyler Garrett, the junior, on the mound for Southington. The first pitching change for the Blue Knights in this game. And Stan Swatala's side looking for their third straight win to start the season. This one is ripped but foul. That was hot off the bat. Matt Panarella to start us off, the first baseman for Hall. 0 for 1 today, looking to change that. Garrett sets the pitch. That one just upstairs for a ball. Panarella, the everyday first baseman for Nick Sanford's side this season, and he was the everyday first baseman for them last year as well. One of the leaders of the infield as he draws a walk here to start the home half of the fourth for Hall. So Panarella's aboard here. And that'll bring up Lou Sauer, the right fielder. Sauer, the 8-hole hitter in today's lineup. He's got Panarella leading off first. Looks at a pitch in the dirt, 1-0 now. Panarella leads off first. They're going to check over on him. Nothing doing here. He's safe. Garrett sets the 1-0. One swung on and tipped foul behind the plate. 1-1 now. Sauer, a starter last season for Nick Sanford as well. He's one of many returning players for this Hull High Titans team. That was the 5 seed in the CIAC Class LL tournament in last year's postseason. And they were the runner-ups in the conference CCC conference. They lost to Southington in that championship game. The pitch. That one is going to get away from the catcher. Panarella's going to slide into second with ease. No throw to challenge him, so he's aboard with a advance on the wild pitch. So now a runner in scoring position with nobody gone here. Pitch. Ooh, thought about going there, held off. It'll be a ball. Panarella and Sauer pretty close. Panarella told me at the beginning of the season that he thinks Lou Sauer is the most underrated player on this team. He also thinks he's the funniest, as this one bounces off the mound, bobbled, shortstop picks it up, tossed to first, is in time for the out, so Sauer grounds out, but advances his good buddy Matt Panarella over to third. And now Panarella just one bag away from scoring here. This will be James Alerte. The pitch inside, looks at a strike. 0-1 to start his at-bat. Alerte starting today, but didn't play in the last home game that the Titans played against Maloney. He was out, and Quinn O'Neill took his place behind the plate as the battery made for Grant Davidson in the home opener. Home opening win, I should really say. Give him more credit. Home opening win against Maloney. The pitch. This one is ripped into center field. That's going to score Panarella. Maybe extra bases. He's going to stay at first. And how about that from Alerte? Gets himself an RBI single. And we're going to have a visit at the mound, but Alerte able to pick up a run for Hall, and now they only trail by 10 as they look to slowly cut down this lead that the Blue Knights have slowly built up. We'll have a pitching change, and we'll tell you all about it when we come back. Titans baseball coverage throughout the season on West Hartford Community Interactive is sustained through community support and tax-deductible contributions, helping ensure the local programs and student-athletes continue to be seen and celebrated. All that on WHCI. Back here for the rest of the home half of the fourth, as we have a freshman on the mound for Southington. It'd be Bryce Zielinski, the freshman southpaw. This one is inside. Jeff Nyman, the batter here, the leadoff hitter for Nick Sanford's side. He's got a runner on first. With only one gone, it looks at a strike. It's the top of the order now, so Sanford and the rest of the Titans looking for a little bit of a comeback as Nyman slaps this one but foul out of play. Nyman, the center fielder for the Titans in today's ball game and every ball game, the everyday starter for Hall. Swings and misses at this one, so the freshman gets a big punch out there on Jeff Nyman. Freshman punches out the junior as Josh Gertner will step on in. Gertner, an everyday starter at shortstop as they check on the runner at first, nothing doing. Starting every day at shortstop for Hall this year, and last season he was an everyday starter as well. Gertner, a righty hitter, inside, almost gets him. So you get out of the way. Zielinski checks on the runner at first, the pitch. That one outside. On a ball to Gertner. Gertner, a runner on first, 2 gone here in the home half of the fourth. That one low for a ball. Alerte leading off first. Pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Zielinski sets, checks Alerte at first, the pitch. One in there. 2 strikes now on him. And the freshman looking for the strikeout. Pitch, runner goes. That one bobbles off the plate. Alerte is going to try to go for 3. Yeah, he is. He's going. Slide. Got him! Alerte tried to grab an extra base on the wild pitch, and they were able to nail him at third. So nothing doing. 1 run comes across the score. Southington up by 10. We've played 4. We head to the 5th. back here on WHCI as we get set for the 5th inning. We'll have a pinch hitter here for Davies. Tyler Patuves, the sophomore. Matt Lebrecht still out there on the mound for Hall. The second relief pitcher used today by Nick Sanford. He came in to relieve Finn Nelson, who relieved the starter Alex Rebors. Only 23 pitches actually up to this point out of relief. A stretch and the toss is inside. That'll make the count 2-1. So Southington up big here. Titans not out of it yet. This one is hit, grounded to Hannawalt. Gets it over to Panarella at first for the out. So nothing comes from the pinch hitter. As Southington tries to get some reps for their bench players right now. Be Connor Lentini, the batter here. Lentini, the leadoff hitter for Southington today. That one outside gets past Alerte. Want to know the count. Lentini 0 for 2 today. In there for a strike now, 1-1. Lebrecht sets the stretch and toss. Inside. 2-1 now. So nobody on, 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Southington up 13-3. Lebrecht the pitch. This one is swung on and hit foul. Panarella is there to make the grab for the second out. So Panarella gets Lentini out via the foul fly. And that'll bring up Drew Kelly, the number 2 hole hitter, 2 for 2 today, as he looks to continue his perfect hitting day. Oh, it is in there for a strike, 0-1 to the lefty. Lebrecht sets the pitch. This one is swung on, grounded. Gertner is there to field it. Toss to Panarella is in time for the out. So Lebrecht, a very efficient inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Blue Knights in order. We have played 4.5. We head to the home half of the 5th. You're watching WHCI. Back here on WHCI as you take a look at the Titans and what they got upcoming. They'll play Newington on Monday at 3:45 start, and then they'll play Berlin in Berlin. That one fouled off for Tommy Hussey. Berlin, that will be on the road. They will also play East Catholic on the road 2 days after that. Both of those 3:45 starts. They'll then come back home to play the other side of Meriden and Platt. They played Maloney in their last home game. They'll play Platt 2 home games from now. And then you see down there, we'll skip South Windsor for now and see the big matchup, Hall versus Conard on April the 28th at 4 p.m. That is a game broadcast live on WHCI. I'll be on the call for that one. That is the first of a 2-game season series that will see Hall at home. And then they will be on the road for the second Conard game. That will be the Mayor's Cup game later in May. So the upcoming schedule for the Titans, you can see, as Rick Sanford said, no cupcakes. And a new pitcher on the mound as well for Southington. It will be Rocco Davino, the senior. He'll face Tommy Hussey here. Hussey 0 for 2 today, looking to change that. Davino the pitch. Hussey swings and misses for the punch out. So Davino picks up first out of his game and gets it off the strikeout on Hussey. That'll bring up Kyle Sharkey. He's 1 for 2 today. That one is in there for a strike. The pitch. That one is in there. 0-2 now to Sharkey. Davino sets the pitch. Sharkey hits this one right to third. He bobbles it. Toss to first is not in time. So he will leg out a single there, infield style. So Sharkey aboard via the infield style single. And that'll bring up Max Hannawalt. So 1 on, 1 away here. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Officially, they'll call Sharkey up on the air, so he'll reach on air. Hannawalt is 0 for 1 today. He was hit by the pitch his last time up. Sharkey leading off first. Hall riding an 8-game win streak dating back to last season and 5 straight at home. This one is hit into right field. That one gets down. Sharkey is going to advance over to third now. Hannawalt stays at first. So Sharkey on third, Hannawalt on first, and now the Titans are cooking something special here. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Quinn O'Neill. 3-sport athlete for the Titans. He looks at a strike there, 0-1 on the count. O'Neill is 0 for 2 today as he looks to change that. That one outside. O'Neill, a football starter for the Titans this past season in his final year at Hall. He also plays on the swim and dive team. That one upstairs. And the wind picking up here in West Hartford. 2-1 the count to O'Neill. The wind will play a big factor in any ball that is caught in the sky. This one is fouled off and out of play. That wind really picking up now. So the Titans one away here, 2 runners on. 2-2 count here to O'Neill. He hits this one, but foul. Scott LaRock at first base rocking the jumper now. It's gotten too cold. He's rocking the jumper. Hall wearing their alternate uniforms today. They have the black tops and the white bottoms. Meanwhile, Southington with the blue tops, white bottoms. O'Neill hits this one through the middle, a base hit. That'll score 1. Quinn O'Neill gets an RBI single. A good going there from the designated hitter. Senior gets on base, and it gets a run in a big spot. Well, that'll bring up Matt Panarella, the first baseman. He's 0 for 1 today. Looks at a strike. So O'Neill on first, Hannawalt on second, and Panarella at the plate. Davino checks on the lead runner. Throw is wild. Hannawalt and O'Neill off for the races. And they will reach. They pull off a double advancement on that wild pitch. And now 2 runners are in scoring position. Just 1 away here. Titans are cooking something special right now. Panarella now with a chance to bring 2 home here. That one in there for a strike, 1-1 the count to him. Davino, the pitch, gets him swinging there, but fouled away, actually. That one tipped off the bat. 1-2 now to Panarella. Two runners on, 1 away. Davino the pitch. That one fouled off. Titans riding an 8-game winning streak right now. Davino sets, checks the lead runner pitch. Swung on and missed. Panarella strikes out, and Davino with a big punch out there. So that'll bring up the right fielder, Lou Sauer. Sauer is 0 for 2 today. That one's in there for a strike. 0-1 now to Lou Sauer. Sauer hitless in today's ball game, but he has a chance to change that here with 2 runners on and 2 out. Davino sets, pitch. One in there for a strike. 2 strikes now on Sauer. He's 1-2 now in the count. Pitch. This one is grounded to short. Bobbles it. Oh, no. Look at that. Sauer with an infield hit there. Picks up an RBI as well. That will likely be an E6. We'll see what the official score scores that. And it is. It's an E6. So Southington with yet another error. This time they pick it up on LaForte. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, catcher James Alerte. He's 1 for 1 today. O'Neill on third, Sauer on first. Alerte hits this one up the middle. Look at this. The Titans are rolling now. That'll score O'Neill, and Alerte gets an RBI single. Titans are rolling now. That is their 3rd run of the inning. Well, we talked about it earlier in the ball game. This is a team that has come back from worse in past. If any team in the state of Connecticut can do it, it's this one. And that'll bring up Jeff Nyman. He's 0 for 3 today. This is a Hall team that has a run differential of 70 against their opponents in their last 9 games. As the toss to first will advance Sauer to third. These Titans can score. Yes, they can. Over their last 9 regular season games, the Titans are outscoring opponents 95-25. That's right, folks. 95 runs scored, 25 allowed. That's entering today, of course. The pitch. This one is fouled off. Watch out over there in the Hall dugout. I saw a few players jump out of the way there after the Nyman foul ball. 2-2 the count to him with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Davino sets the pitch. That one is upstairs, now full. Oh, man. This is a good spot you want to be in. Nyman is now ahead in the count, a full count here. And Davino looking to get out of the inning. The payoff pitch, runner goes. Oh, and this one is hit deep into center field. That one hits off the wall. It's going to score multiple runs. That scores 1 and now 2. And Jeff Nyman has a 2 RBI double. Look at that. In a moment's notice, the Titans can turn a ball game around, and folks, you're seeing it firsthand here. They came into this one down 10 and have scored multiple runs and are now at 8 runs on the game, 13-8 here. So the second base umpire now talking with Nick Sanford. And now he's talking with the Southington coach. That'll bring up Josh Gertner, 0 for 1 today. That one is in there, strike, 0-1 to Gertner to start his AB. So Nyman on second, and Gertner at the plate. 2 outs as he swings, hits this one sky high. Second baseman is calling for it, and he's there to make the grab for the out. So the Titans score many. They come across in packs, 13-8. They have come back here. We've played 5. Back here on WHCI, Matt LeBrecq on the mound. As a wild pitch gets away from him. 1 for 2 today is the batter here. And Dominic Zigmont, the junior. When he gets past him now, 2-0. LeBrecq enters this inning with 30 pitches tossed. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 now. LeBrecq sets the pitch. Ooh, that one gets away from him. Lost just a little bit of control. That was a late release there from LeBrecq. Now 3-1 the count. He sets the pitch. This one is fouled off. Now count is full. 3-2. Good to see the loyal Hawk fans out there in left field and on the bench over there, still sticking around as the Titans had a big last half inning, scoring 5 runs. So this one is fouled off from Zigmont. And we talked about how this is a team that is able to sustain a comeback offensively and hunker down on the pitching side of things. And, well, at least so far, that has come to fruition here. Fans in attendance and watching here on WHCI seeing it firsthand. LeBrecq sets the pitch. In there, called third strike, gets the backwards K and gets Zigmont looking. So that'll bring up Mason LaForte, the junior. This one is lined into center field. That one is going to get down. Fielding it is the center fielder, Jeff Nyman. And it is going to be LaForte getting in there with a double. Make him 3 for 3 on the day now. So they're going to have a pinch runner. It'll be Tyler Tatorta, the sophomore. So Tatorta, the pinch runner there. And at the plate is Max Pierce, the senior. Pierce is 0 for 2 today. LeBrecq checks on the runner, throws a strike there. Pierce, 0-1 the count to him. LeBrecq sets, checks over at second. Does a double take, and now the pitch. And outside for a ball. Tor leads off second. Lebrecht thought about throwing, held off. One and one the count to Pierce. One gone, one on. Here in the sixth. That one in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Lebrecht looking for the punch out. Runner leads off second. The pitch. This one is grounded but foul down the third base line. 1-2 the count. Southington up by 5 here in the late stages of this one. Lebrecht sets the pitch. This one is grounded right to Gertner. Tossed to first over at Panarella for the out. So Pierce now moves 0 for 3 today after the ground out. Tatora, the runner on second, able to advance over to third. That'll bring up Mitchell Zielinski, the senior. Zielinski is 2 of 3 today. Looks at a ball now, 1-0 on the count. Tatora leads off third with 2 out here in the top of the sixth. Lebrecht the pitch. One outside, 2-0 now. Zielinski 2 for 3 today. Upstairs for a ball. Now 3-0. Let's see if head coach Stan Switala will give the green light on a 3-0 pitch. One is upstairs, a ball, so the green light not necessary on that one. A 4-pitch walk for Zielinski. And now here comes out the skipper for the Titans for a mound visit and a big spot here where the Titans now have a chance to come back, end up winning this one. He's going to talk over strategy now. Titans look to continue their good fortune here. They're 3-0 to start a season for the first time since 2021. And they look to keep that going. In that 2021 season, they started that year 5-0. But Lebrecht, that'll do it for him. So skipper's making a change here in the late stages of this one. We'll come back and tell you all about it. here on WHCI. As we have a runner and a rundown now. Grant Davidson, the reliever on the mound, will tag the runner out. And, wow, that's how we come back from break, folks. He gets caught in a pickle before Davidson could even throw a pitch. How about that? Titans get out of it here, and we move. We've played 5.5. The Blue Knights lead by 5. From the first pitch through the final out of the season, community involvement helps sustain WHCI's ability to document the moments, traditions, and stories that define local baseball. And you're seeing it unfold here. WHCI back here. Anthony Altamirano on the call as we get set for the home half of the 6th. The Titans ended up making a comeback the last time they were up to bat. Scored 5 runs to bring them within 5. And a new pitcher on the mound for Southington, Cole Costco, the junior. And he will have the tall task of trying to cool off this red-hot Titans lineup after their electric last half inning. It'll be low for a ball. Tommy Hussey, the first to face the new pitcher here. Hussey, a senior left fielder, 0 for 3 today, and has a chance to change that. Going up against the southpaw here. That one in there for a strike. Getting a little chilly here as the golden hour is about to be bestowed upon us here in West Hartford. The pitch is in there for a strike. Two and two the count. pitch. That one is low, be 3-2. That was a close one there. Got some cheers from the away side. Costco in a big spot. The payoff pitch to Hussey. Fouls that one off. Staying alive in the count here. Hussey hitless today, but a chance to change that here. A full count to him. The pitch. That one fouled off. And we'll do it again. Hussey, a senior this year. He started all the games last season for the Titans as he swings and misses out of that one. Costco, a big strikeout there. So Hussey now strikes out, and as a result will be the first out of the inning for the Titans. That'll bring up Kyle Sharkey. He's 1 for 3 today. He looks at a strike for his first pitch of this AB. Costco sets the pitch. Sharkey gets under this one and ends up popping this up way out of play. It'll end up in the adjacent practice field next to the whole varsity baseball diamond. The pitch, that one upstairs, a ball. 1-2 now to Sharkey. Sharkey doubled and was able to score a couple of runs his last time up, but this time looks at a ball. And 2-2 now the count to him. Sharkey, the third baseman. That one low, a ball. Just laid off of that one. So he's worked his way back in this count from 0-2 to 3-2. The payoff pitch. This one is ripped. Deep left field. Back at the track. At the wall, it hits off the wall, and Sharkey gets back-to-back doubles in back-to-back ABs. Boy, that one almost went yard, 1 out. That one hit off the wall. Sharkey gets a second straight double for his second hit of the ball game. And that'll bring up Max Hannawalt. Hannawalt, the junior, second baseman, checks his swing and fouls this one away. Hannawalt's 1 for 2 today. He was able to get on base last time as well. He was a part of the big inning that Hall had in the bottom of the 5th that brought home 5 runs. That one is outside, 1-1 now to Hannawalt. Costco, a junior at Southington High. He comes in as a reliever the first time this ball game in this inning. See a ball there for Hannawalt. 2-1 now. checks on Sharkey over at second. Now the pitch. That one is in there for a strike. Now 2-2 to Hannah-Walt. The Titans are a very patient bunch. They are able to rack up the pitch count on opposing pitchers frequently with the patience at the plate and the discipline that they have. As this one is fouled off. Watch out over there on the lacrosse field. One fouled away, 2-2 still the count. It will send a player from the Southington side to go retrieve that. As the runner goes, this one is skied up. Foul territory and out of play. Hannah-Walt fighting to stay alive in the count. Sharkey leads off second. Costco checks on him, the 2-2. Thought about going there, holds off though. And now, for the third straight batter to start this inning, we have a full count. This is the third straight batter with a full count to start this inning. The payoff pitch in there. Gets him looking, and he knew it. Second out of the inning. As Sharkey still out there on second in scoring position. Hannah-Walt goes down, now 1 for 3 today. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Quinn O'Neill. O'Neill 1 for 3 today. Swing and a miss, a big cut there from O'Neill. Looked like he was thinking yard on that one. The pitch. This one is popped up, gets under it now quickly. 0-2 to O'Neill, the senior. The 0-2. Runner goes. Oh, this one is lifted into deep center field. That one is going to hit off the wall. Left fielder's going to have trouble fielding that one. I think Quinn O'Neill is going to have a RBI double. So how about that from the designated hitter? Back-to-back hits and back-to-back at-bats. So that'll bring up Matt Panarella. Panarella 0 for 2 today. That one in there for a strike. 0-1 now the count. This one is fouled off. 0-2. Panarella, a senior this season. He's a first baseman, throws left, hits right. And he's going to get the strikeout, drop third strike. You're going to tag him there on that one. So Southington gets out of it, but not before Quinn O'Neill brings home Kyle Sharkey on an RBI double. Titans down but not out. We've played 6. Score 13-9 Southington. Back here on WHCI, Grant Davidson on the mound for the 7th. As we are underway here, 13-9 if you're just joining us, the score here in this one. It's been a pretty good game so far up to this one. Ethan Herron's the batter here. As he strikes out swinging, Grant Davidson hits the punch out. Davidson not really known to be a reliever, but he is one of the strongest pitchers on the staff. The starter normally, and here coming in relief, like Denorfia, the batter here, 0 for 1 today. We'll check that. It'll be Swatala now. And Davidson, yeah, very strong pitcher. We saw him against Maloney. He started very strong against them in a narrow victory there over the Spartans. Talked to him post-game, too, as well. Talked to him and Coach Nick Sanford. And the pitch. Oh, this one is ripped right field. Sauer on the run. It gets down. Oh, he tried to one-hand grab it. And now Swatala is going to round first, head to second on the dive. They're going to say he's out. And now they're going to check and make sure. Checking here now. Southington first base coach coming over too. So he'll be safe, looks like. He'll put on his helmet and he'll stay at second. Patuve, the batter. That one is in there for a strike. A 1 out, 1 on here. Well, Tyler Patuve's here. Swings and misses. He's 0 for 1 today. 0-2 now in the count. 1 out here, 1 on. 13-9 the score. Davidson checks on his runner over at second. Now the pitch. That one just fouled off. Just got a piece of that one. Well, Davidson, he's a senior. He was one of the stronger pitchers on the staff last season as a junior. He throws right, bats right, and he's got a 4-pitch repertoire. Davidson throws a sinker, a cutter, a changeup, and a curveball. The pitch, that one sails over the catcher's head, and now Swatala will make his way over to third. Well, he says the best part of his game is his mental toughness. And in a spot like this, he's going to need some mental toughness to shake off the nerves. Pitch, swung on and missed. Gets the punch out. There's the mental toughness that he talked about. Gets the punch out and stays composed for the second out. Davidson said that something that he's been working on to improve in the offseason has been team chemistry. And that is something that is so special and near and dear to every player, but also the coaching staff. We talked to Nick Sanford as well, and something that's big that he said is team chemistry. That's what keeps them together. Well, Davidson will look to get out of it, backed by his team behind him, and his catcher at the plate, James Alerte. The pitch just outside. Alerte able to snag that one. Hunter Lentini, the batter, here for 3 today. We got a 1-2 count here. That one is in there. Grant Davidson knew it. Back-to-back strikeouts. He gets out of that one. So Davidson strikes him out and leaves one stranded on third. We head to the home half of the 7th. It's last call for the Titans. Back here on WHCI, we have a pair of new players here. Number 7, Dominic Zigmont on the mound for the Southington Blue Knights, and pinch hitting for the Titans is number 7, Rohan Scott. So it's 7 versus 7 here. Rohan Scott started last game and is coming off the bench in a big spot for the Titans in this one. He is very quick, and I'm assuming that is why Nick Sanford has put him in this spot. Oh, that was a late call there. That was a very late call from the umpire there. The pitch to Scott. That one inside. 1-2 now the count. So Rohan Scott getting his first cut to the ball game today, and he asks for time. Rohan Rowe, as he's known, is a junior outfielder who bats left and throws right. As he gets struck out there looking. So Scott goes down there. And that'll bring up the catcher, James Alerte. Alerte is 2 for 2 today. looking to extend his perfect hitting bid. Swings and a miss. A big cut there. Titans riding an 8-game win streak. As he looks at a strike there, 0-2. Zigmont looking for the punch out. The pitch. That one fouled off. Alerte stays alive there. Zigmont steps off the mound. We'll redo this one. Alerte looking for his third hit of the ball game here. That one upstairs, a ball. 1-2 now. And Alerte asks for time. Umpire rewards it. That one is outside. 2-2 now. Zigmont, the 2-2. That one outside. Alerte has now worked his way back into this count. He started the count 0-2 and is now 3-2. Nobody on, one away here in the home half of the seventh. The Titans are down but not out. 13-9 the score. The payoff pitch. That one is going to go outside. It'll be a ball. And a walk. Alerte showing the patience and perseverance there. He had 2 strikes on him and no balls and was able to work his way back into the count and draw a walk. So now that'll bring up Jeff Nyman. Nyman is 1 for 4 today. He looks at a strike there. Nyman, a junior center fielder, throws right and bats left. Here's the pitch. That one inside. Has to back out of the way there. Something he's been working on this offseason is making sure he's talking to all the new teammates he's got so that they don't lose any team chemistry. That one is, oh, that one was inside, but they're going to call a strike. Wow. Nyman kind of backed out of the way on that one. He's not happy with the call. Zigmont the pitch. One is upstairs, a ball. Alerte leading off first. 1 out here. And a 2-2 count. And Zigmont's going to step off. We'll start over. 60 degrees here in West Hartford. Feels like 53 as they're going to call a strike. So they're going to say Nyman went down looking. Oh, he is not happy with that call at all. And now Skipper's going to come out and talk to him. He's not happy with that call either. Nick Sanford now talking with the home plate umpire about that last call. Yeah, neither him or Nyman were too thrilled with that one, but 2 outs now with Josh Gertner up to bat. Gertner, the last hope for the Titans here. He looks at a ball, 1-0. Gertner is hitless in a couple of ABs today. He's 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit of the ball game, and it could come in a big spot. That one gets away. Alerte off for the races. He's going to get to second very safely. Not even a throw. So now puts Alerte in scoring position here with 2 gone. Gertner's got 2 balls, no strikes to him. He'll step out for a moment. The Titans looking to rally. The 2-0. Make it 3-0. He wasn't happy about that one. He wanted the strike call there. Coach telling him to get back on the mound. Nick Sanford not known to give the green light on 3-0. And it'll be a 4-pitch walk. He didn't need the green light anyway. So Gertner in a big spot gets a 4-pitch walk, and now there are 2 runners on, and we are going to have Skipper come out, and we might see a pitching change here. The Titans only trail by 4. There is 2 outs in the inning right now here in the bottom of the 7th. And a big spot for the Titans as they look to rally. So they'll leave Zygmunt out there. So with 2 outs and 2 on, Tommy Hussey, the batter now. Ooh, and that one gets him. Ouch. Now the bases are juiced. Yeah, that hit him right on the elbow, it looked like. And that'll bring up Kyle Sharkey, 2 for 4 today. And it's a little cold out here, and firsthand I could tell you that is no fun getting hit by a pitch, especially in colder weather. But here comes Kyle Sharkey, the cleanup hitter, with the bases loaded with Titans. Sharkey is 2 for 4 today with 2 big hits. He looks at a ball in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Sharkey represents the tying run. Zygmunt will step off. This is a massive spot for him to be in right now. Swings and misses, a big cut. 1-2 now the count to him. I had the pleasure of talking to Nick and Rick Sanford at the beginning of the season prior to the first game of the year against Glastonbury, and they told me mental toughness is going to be big, and they are going to call a strike. Looking, Zygmunt gets out of it with the bases loaded. So Sharkey gets called for the strikeout, and the Titans drop their first game of the season to a Southington squad on the year. No breaks here. We'll go right into the post-game show on WHCI as Hall drops their first game of the year and their first one at home. They only lost one all of last season. It was against Farmington in a midseason game. And here they drop one to Southington. Their first loss at home to them in a couple seasons. They were able to defeat them last year 11-6, but here Southington able to pick up the win, and they are now 9-2 in their last 11 regular season games. They are going to start the year with 3 straight wins. And Hall drops their 8-game win streak and 5-game home win streak here today, and they will get set for a game against Newington on Monday. That game will be here at Hall High School. You can catch it on WHCI, stream it on YouTube with the at WHCI, and we'll be here. I'll be here on the call on that Monday afternoon game against the Newington Nor'easters. So the Titans dropped their first one of the season, a valiant effort. The big story in this one is the 5th inning for the Titans. They came back and ended up scoring 5 runs in that inning, but it wasn't enough as they ended up dropping the game. 3-1 on the year now for them and 3-0 for Southington. We thank you for tuning in. From all of us here at WHCI, Matt Orey and David Petrella, this is Anthony Altamirano saying so long from West Hartford.